Hola, it's I, Alicia. I'll light some sage up in here because I want to look into this Timothy Pitzen case. So, this is one that I was not familiar with, and it's odd. It's just kind of odd. So, the quick read, the little summary from Wikipedia, let me read that for you. May 11th, 2011, 6-year-old American boy Timothy James Pitzen was dropped off at school in Aurora, Illinois by his father, James Pitzen. He was picked up shortly after by his mother, Amy Pitzen, who took him on a 3-day trip to various amusement and water parks. And then her body was later found in a hotel room she committed suicide, and she left a note. And she stated that Timothy was safe, but nobody has seen Timothy since. So then there was some creepy dude who claimed he was Timothy, but he wasn't. They took his DNA and found out he's just some weirdo who likes to lie about his identity freak. But so that was 2011. I have some other notes I wrote here. She wrote, Timothy is safe with people he loves and he'll never be found. She supposedly called her husband's brother and was saying, that the kid's safe and Timothy belongs to me. Okay? So then there was blood found in her car, and they said it was Timothy's, but they said he had awful nosebleeds, and that's why there was probably a lot of that blood in the car. I totally buy that because I have a kid that had that same problem. And then it said somebody was wondering, a theory was like, well, maybe Timothy is not her husband's son, because supposedly he had some cancer treatment which could potentially leave you infertile, and then their child was seen as a miracle. So there was that theory going around. And then some other theory like, oh yeah, she must have dropped him off with a cult, or did some illegal adoption or underground adoption. Okay, so let's just dive into this, because they did say that Amy and Jim's relationship was not going well. It was headed for divorce. I think I had read somewhere as well that she was afraid she was not going to get custody during the divorce. There was something going on, and I don't know if that was speaking to that she had some issues with her mental health, or she would be found out for having an affair. I don't know what that was, but she thought she was going to have issues retaining custody of Timothy should she divorce her husband. So let's just see if we can find out anything in the cards today about little 6-year-old Timothy Pitzen. So oops, that one goes this way. Okay. Alright, so what I'm getting here first, I don't read these like they are traditional. They're tarot cards. I don't read them in that way. I read them, they tell me a story. I get my intuitive hits that help me connect the dots through what I'm seeing here, okay? She had contemplated, Amy, the mom, had contemplated trying to figure out how she was going to work this out with the husband in terms of separating. The relationship for her, she just saw it was like not good for her. I don't know. She felt like she was getting blamed, and maybe she felt she was partially to blame for this breakdown in this marriage. She's taking a burden. I can't discern if it was like really it was her fault, or she felt like her husband thought that the breakdown of the relationship was her fault. There's something about that. And she seemed to be just hoping that there was going to be some solution that it would, they could separate, but she loved Timothy. She just wanted to make it so she could still have Timothy. But at some point, there was something within her mind that was like, well, that's not going to happen, so I gotta get the hell out of Dodge. She gets the hell out of Dodge, and it's interesting because I'm taking this as like her husband was very worried. And it's almost like I'm very worried because she's not in her right mind. Allegedly. She's not in her right mind, and he was very worried, and she was getting to this point of, so she's getting to this point where she's come to terms with her decision, this decision of taking this trip and taking Timothy with her. It's like I don't even know, it's like, it is done, like her decision is done. I'm going to do this. Now, usually, this is my SEX card, but I'm not quite getting how that's fitting in here. So let's get some more. Allegedly, I'm going with that part of this story is she had an affair, and maybe Timothy wasn't the dad. I don't know. That one's not. She definitely had an affair, but I don't know if it's saying that relates to paternity. But there's some type of affair that she had going on here. She felt like that was part of what was going to be used against her to keep her from her child. So she felt like she had to flee to keep her child with her. She felt like she was just like trapped into this. There's going to be a lot of judgment on her. I don't know this too much about this lady. If you do, let me know in the comments. But she was kind of fearing that this affair was going to be used against her. She wanted to stay with her kids. She was also afraid of that there's going to be people in the community talking about this. I don't know. She's going to be shunned. Gosh. So she was definitely having the affair, but she... Okay. She left it behind. Like, once this trip came, like, it was like she had already decided, like, that's it. Okay, so now I have to leave that affair behind. It's all bad. It's all ruined. There's no way to come back from this. That's just it. I'm ruined. And I have to take my son. I'm not going to be without my kid. So I'm taking the steps that, we're getting out of here. I've got to leave, even though this relationship was somehow emotionally fulfilling for her. Okay. Okay. I don't think he's with us anymore. I felt like she came up with her plan. She had what she was going to do, and it felt like she was very careful and secretive in the way that she was going about this. It was almost kind of like, if I can't have you, nobody can have you. That kind of thing. Like, you're my son. You belong to me. We belong together. Like, that type of super close bond. And she was becoming the judge and jury of how this rest of this was going to play out. yeah, and then it was like, well, I'm going to take my life, and then it's going to be all great. We'll be back together again. This is all going to be how I want it to be. Oh, my goodness. I didn't have another choice. I didn't have another choice. I was trapped. I had no other choice. What else could I do? I don't understand what else you could do. You could just get a divorce. Allegedly. There is a vindictive part of this. There is a vindictive part of this. So that's going to tell me that Timothy was Jim's son. So that's not the issue. But she was having an affair, or an affair of the heart. There's someone else was getting her affection, but I think they were actually having an affair, allegedly. And then it was just like, she was worried about what to do. She's like, it's all ruined. And then there's like this, like, vindictive. That's my... Oh, ick. This is my, I call it my eyes wide shut card. Okay, this is like, usually this shows up when I'm talking about, creepy people who are in cults, okay? This is not that as much as there was some type of, like, she planned out how his death was going to go. It was like sort of like a ritual in a way, if you get what I'm saying. Like, she put on, like, there was a whole planned out thing. Like, this whole thing was like from beginning to end. And when she took him from school and took him to these trips to the amusement park, the water park, they got the toys and all the gifts and all the stuff, all of it, the whole damn thing was planned out. And then she even, like, planned out how she was going to allegedly kill him and where he was going to be laid to rest. She had a plan. She had a plan for the whole thing from beginning to end. She holds the key. She knows exactly where he is, but now that she's gone, we don't know where he is. Oh my goodness. I don't know what this is with this card. Every time I see this is like my Beauty and the Beast, and it's kind of like the card for, like, it's all gonna end up like a happy ending, just like a Disney movie. So this is like, she took care of him, allegedly. She felt very at peace after her ceremony. And then she came back, she sent off all of her letters, and then she's gone. And she's gone. Takes her own life. Good Lord. Yeah, this is, wow. Okay. Well, I don't know if we're going to figure out where he is. I mean, it just feels like she took him somewhere else, obviously. They haven't found him. Okay, let's see if... I think that tells the story of what allegedly happened to poor Timmothy Pitzen. Let's see if we can figure out if they're ever going to find poor Timothy. Alright, are we ever going to find you, Timothy? Poor little thing. Alright, let me see. How do I want to do this? Alright, let me do my 3 piles. Okay, so long-term success, retirement, leave a legacy. That's how he's coming up. Disappointment, indecision, aimless. They don't know where to look for him. There's confusion. Coming clean, being caught. I think that's all about to do with her. Low appreciation for hard work. Okay. Inner turmoil. I don't think they're going to find him. this is more about her. Like, she did a spiritual ceremony, and she thought she did it right. Sneakiness, she wanted at all costs. Implementation. Jealousy. Poverty mindset. I think that goes back to, you know, she's going to be shunned. Or feeling that she was going to be shunned. I don't think we're gonna, doesn't feel like we're gonna find him. No, it's just like why would happy surprise pop up? Yeah, illusions, blah, 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 bad news, haphazard action, all talk, no action. Happy surprise. What the heck does this mean? Alright, happy surprise. Let's pull you out and see if we can figure out. Because we're asking, are we going to find Timothy? She popped back in to restate her story, but Timothy, what does this happy surprise dreamer card mean? What are... Happy surprise dreamer. Happy surprise dreamer. This is just, this energy, it feels like it's the mom's energy, and it's almost, it feels like, allegedly, it just feels like she's kind of proud of sowing the seeds of confusion in this. And I think she's, it's like, I don't know what this is. I don't know why. I still get this feeling like, yep, I did that. Nope, you're not going to find him. You're not. And I don't know. It's so weird. It is so weird. Why is she coming up like that? I mean, I guess it's possible. I mean, different strokes for different folks, and I guess you could be like that, but let's just check in again. Are we going to be able to find Timothy? Are we going to ever find Timothy? Uno, dos, tres, Timothy, are we going to find you? No. We're not going to find him. See, being in the spotlight, hope, rejuvenation, like, this is inner clarity, like, this is the energy supposed to be running behind it, right? Like, you know, the star will shine it down its light and everything will be made clear. But coming up with, are we ever going to find Timothy, comes up with corrupt person, manipulative, con man, abuse. Like, con man doesn't have any truth to tell you. Then we have success, direct determination, careless, all talk, no walk, unprepared, self-sabotage, opportunity, surrender, let go, apathy, meh. I don't think, in my opinion, allegedly, we're not going to find Timothy. I don't know what happened there. She did something and not good. I don't know. I don't know why we're not going to find him. I hope somebody does, because his dad needs closure. His rest of his family needs closure, but this is sad. Alrighty, well, I thought we would get answers maybe if we're going to find him or not, but sorry, did not. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please like, share, subscribe, and I will see you next time.